toast.
They're so naughty and so complex.
Computers are my forte.
That music can mean it's time for one thing, and that is social media with Alan Rosenblatt right here on Take Action News. Alan, welcome back to the program. How you doing?
I'm doing well, David. How are you?
Well, I'm doing terrific, and Alan, of course, is joining us. For everybody who's watching us, Alan is joining us through Google Chat, so it's great to see Alan. Alan, I got to ask you, fascinating developments involving Westboro Baptist Church, this organization which has protested at military funerals. They threatened to protest at some of the funerals in Newtown, Connecticut, because they claimed it was somehow God's will. What is going on, and what's going on with this sort of war on Westboro Baptist Church, which is playing out on social media?
Well, let's see. Westboro Baptist Church, basically, one of their leaders tweeted out that they were planning to go to Newtown, Connecticut, and protest the vigils, basically making the argument that this was the execution of God's will because Connecticut has a gay marriage law on the books. And in response to that, basically, Anonoymous declared war, and I think we have a clip from that. I posted the entire link on Take Action News Twitter account to watch the whole thing with a transcript for those who need to read it. But Mitch, I think, has a clip from that to share.
Hello, Westboro Baptist Church. Allow us to introduce ourselves. We are Anonymous. As you may not have acknowledged our existence, we, on the other hand, have recognized yours. We have seen your depraved methods of disseminating your message of hate throughout the United States of America. We have witnessed you defaming the memories of those who sacrificed themselves for the security of our nation, disrupting the peace of the educational environment within high schools and universities, breeding hatred within the fragile minds of your own next of kin, desecrating the name of God by protesting in the proximity of churches and synagogues, and mangling the biblical text to conform in accordance with your malevolent cause. Your pseudo-faith is abhorrent, and your leaders, repugnant.
Wow. Alan, I had not heard the video or seen the video. Tell us what's going on with that, and I gather this has taken the social media folks by storm.
Yeah, indeed it has. And so basically so Anonymous is, a network of people who are hackers and programmers and basic, civil disobedience kind of disruptors online. In fact, they are the kind of the quintessential activists. And I know we always talk about taking action, and this is a way to take action. It isn't necessarily the most civil way to take action, but it can certainly make a point. Among the things that have happened in response to the efforts by the Westboro Baptist Church, several members of the Anonymous network have gone into action. One of them, named Cosmos the God, who apparently is a 15-year-old kid allegedly out of California, hacked into their website and downloaded their membership list, and they posted a list of the names, addresses, social security numbers, phone numbers, and even the hotel rooms where they're staying in Newtown, Connecticut, online. They took Cosmos apparently hacked into Shirley Phelps, basically Dear Shirley on Twitter, into her Hotmail account. Fred Phelps Jr. hacked into his Hotmail account and her Hotmail account, and they were able to then change the passwords and the logins for their Twitter accounts, and he took over, or she, I'm not sure if it's a he or she, there's a picture of a girl, but who knows, right? Took over Dear Shirley Twitter account, launched a petition on the White House to legally label the Westboro Baptist Church a hate group, and promoted it on Shirley's own Twitter account. Fred Phelps Jr., who is Fred Phelps Sr.'s son, his account has been hacked. Meanwhile, another member of the Anonymous network, Jester, has orchestrated a takeover of denial of service on their website. They were, as of yesterday, they were able to shut down the website through a denial of service attack, which then led to a series of prank phone calls, pizza orders, taxi orders, etc., from around the world, targeting the Westboro Baptist Church. But my favorite thing of all is that when Anonymous first launched this attack, the Westboro Baptist Church tweeted in response. I think their Twitter handle is "God hates fags," right? Of course, how apropos. Don't know who Anonymous is, but they stand no chance against us and God. Essentially, was the gist of what they tweeted, and clearly they had no clue what they were up against.
So now, for folks who want to join Anonymous, and look, I don't sanction putting somebody's social security numbers out there, but likewise, I think it's despicable that Westboro Baptist Church would protest at military funerals as they have, would try to protest the Newtown vigils. So I understand why people would want to declare war on them. For people who want to join this war, want to join Anonymous in taking action against the Westboro Baptist Church, what can they do?
There is. You can always go and sign the petition on the White House website. They certainly are a hate group. Mm-hmm. They are targeting terrible, doing terrible things. I think, there's a whole bunch of tweeting going on the hashtag OPWBC for Operation Westboro Church and OP Westboro, and I think OPR, ER Westboro too. There's a variety of them out there, and I think just getting involved in the conversation that you won't stand for this. If you support what Anonymous is doing, I just think if you're in the business of disrupting funerals, as the Westboro Church is, then you are in the business of being the target of disruption. I think it's a fair assessment. I agree. Tell us about this 15-year-old kid. You mentioned him a moment ago, that he was able to sort of hack into their website. Apparently they hacked in. The kid hacked into a Hotmail email account, which was attached to the Twitter account. Used that Hotmail to log into send a password reset to a phone number that the hacker had set up, so that they were then able to go in and reset the password on Dear Shirley and later on WBC Fred Jr. And basically changed the password so that they couldn't get in. Then they got in and started. It's interesting. If you go to Dear Shirley, the account is back up, and all of the tweets that Cosmo did are still there, because in addition to a handful of tweets, including the link to the White House petition, all happening December 17th and 18th or so, Cosmo went in and retweeted dozens and dozens and dozens of people who thanked him for making their day, for making their Christmas. And so all that stuff is still up there. And again, it just goes to show you that the Westboro Baptist Church is completely out of its element when it starts to take on this kind of sophisticated attack. And I was going to say, Alan, fair to say, I suppose the war is not over yet, because the opposition, the Westboro Baptist Church, has not surrendered yet, but they're getting beaten pretty badly in this war, right? Yes, they're getting beaten pretty badly. The beautiful thing is that at the time of the vigil, a whole line of motorcycles, guys on motorcycles from the Good Samaritan gang, which is actually a very nice gang, lined up to block the protesters from the Westboro Baptist Church from getting to the vigil. I posted a photograph of the line of motorcycles, but Anonymous says that. So is the war over? Has the war begun? And I'm reading from their from Operation opwestboro.com, and basically says absolutely not. We may have won this battle. However, this war is still ongoing. As long as this hate group exists, we will not stop fighting. We are Anonymous. We do not forgive, and more importantly, we do not forget. More attacks will come. Spread the word. Follow the official Twitter at OPWBC. Let your friends know. And we must stand united against such groups. Together we are strong. Stay tuned. More battles will occur in the following days. So this is by no means over, and it is just, I think, just a lovely case study of just how you can take action in a world where traditionally money was the driving factor in who won and who lost. Those with money were always victorious over those who did not, unless those who did not were able to organize in mass. We've seen a systematic attempt to undermine collective bargaining and unions and efforts to organize in mass, in person. Now we're seeing the real true power of what happens when a group of activists and hacktivists around the world take it upon themselves to act, and the support that arises to support them for their activities.
Alan, this was one of the most interesting segments I think that we've had on our show in a long time, and a terrific social media segment. And again, the hashtag is OPWBC for anybody who wants to follow the operation.
And also that's the Twitter account too.
That's their Twitter account. Alan, great stuff. Thanks so much for giving us the update on this and giving us the ins and outs of what's going on in this war as it continues. Alan Rosenblatt, you can always follow him on Twitter at Dr. Digipol. Take Action News will continue after this with our Activist of the Week.